Namaste and welcome. Today we shall talk about ADHD or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. This disorder is characterized by restlessness and loss of concentration and is usually seen in children. Parents often wonder if their child has ADHD or it's just naughtiness. Please remember that ADHD has three core features. One is impulsivity, that is, blurting out answers or doing actions without thinking about it. The next core feature is inattention, that is, lack of concentration. Finally, it also has hyperactivity, that is, restlessly moving about and doing a lot of unwanted things. We have to remember that all these three core features should be pervasive, that is, they should be present in all situations, such as when the child is at home or visiting somebody else's house, or when the child is in the classroom. If this is so, then the child is likely to have ADHD. ADHD may occur on its own or in combination with other conditions such as conduct disorder, which is not respecting authority figures and not listening to what they have to say, or autism, which is a developmental condition characterized by low intellect and being aloof. Please remember that in a child with ADHD, even though the behavior is severely disrupted, intellectual ability is preserved. ADHD can become a problem when there are complaints from the school teacher saying that the child is disruptive in class and is unable to read or write. The child may also be unable to complete his or her study sessions. There is also a tendency to lose objects that the child has taken to school, such as pencils or erasers. Children with ADHD can be clumsy and drop objects that they are holding. Because of their disruptive nature, children with ADHD can fight with other children and make many enemies. On the other hand, they can be over-familiar with stranger adults. If you suspect that your child has ADHD, please discuss about this condition with the school and the class teacher. Please take your child for an assessment by the Child and Adolescent Psychiatric team. They will be able to make a thorough assessment of the child's condition, including ruling out the possibility of physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, which can also cause changes in behavior. Medication in the form of stimulant drugs such as methylamphetamine and dexamphetamine can be used in young children. In older children and adolescents with ADHD, atomoxetine can also be used. These medications are generally very effective in controlling the behavior and improving the concentration of the child. However, during therapy with these medications, pulse, BP, height and weight of the child should be regularly monitored because these medications can have an adverse effect on these parameters. Long-acting drug preparations are also available, which can be taken just before going to school so that the child can maintain his or her concentration throughout the study period. During school holidays, the medication can be stopped in what is called drug holidays so that the effect on behavior can also be observed. Short, structured play and study sessions should be undertaken and not prolonged ones. Interactive, fun-based learning is a better approach than rote learning in children with ADHD. Meditation and yoga can also be undertaken to improve the concentration of the child. Please remember that having ADHD is not all bad news. Even though the behavior may be severely disrupted, children with ADHD are usually very good in arts and sports. Therefore, it is important to channelize their excess energy towards creative and sports-related pursuits. Thank you for watching this video. Namaste.